Life without smartphones seems impossible. Talking to friends, likes, YouTube, movies, photos, games, we love all the stuff they provide. But we're so into our phones that we don't notice the bad sides: short attention spans, poor work capacity, and stress. But I've got a solution. Do you sometimes feel guilty for being lazy all day? It might seem like you've worked for several hours but still haven't really done anything. Perhaps you urgently need to complete an important task, but you deliberately put it off or you can't focus. If this sounds familiar, it's probably not your fault, but your smartphone's. Well, that plus your brain and a unique substance inside called dopamine. Technically, it's not smartphones that draw our attention so much, but dopamine. It's released in the brain every time you feel happy. Dopamine gives you feelings of satisfaction. When you meet up with your close friends, read an interesting book, watch your favorite movie, or eat a delicious piece of cake, every time dopamine is at work. Unlike in the past, we now have a source of dopamine that's always at our fingertips: our phones. Just think about it. You post a photo on Instagram and wait for likes. Waiting for likes gives you a little satisfaction, and getting likes means even more satisfaction. The same goes for getting messages from friends. You feel happier in seconds. Evolution has made us constantly want to connect with other people. We need socialization, and social media meets this need perfectly. So, smartphones not only help to produce more dopamine, they also fulfill evolutionary needs. That may sound cool, but it's not as good as you think. Having to do any serious task can scare you because the brain is used to experiencing satisfaction rather than stress. That's why there's a growing number of people around the world who are afraid to talk on the phone. Texting is easy, you don't have to answer, and you have time to think about what you're going to say. But when the phone rings, we have to make an effort, and this effort worries us. Imagine you're writing a report for work. It's boring. Your brain tells you, "This isn't fun at all. Let's pull out our phone and see what's happening." You know it's not a good idea because you need to finish your work. But your desire for fleeting satisfaction is much stronger than your rational mind. You unlock your phone and it gets all your attention for a few minutes. You scroll through your news feed and look at some memes and photos of your friends. Your brain analyzes a huge amount of useless information, using up some of its energy. Now that you've checked your phone, you can go back to work. But it turns out to be harder to do than it was 10 minutes ago, because you used your energy looking at social media. You make an incredible effort and start working. Then your brain speaks up again. Boring! And it can go on like this all day. So you turn off your phone and put it in another room. It seems that nothing can interfere with your work now. But there's another problem. Think about it. How many actions do you perform on your phone in 5 minutes? You can read several posts, comment on videos, change a song on the music player, and record a voice message to your friend. You've got lots of other things to do, but these ones are so much easier and more interesting, and they make you feel happy. Plus, they're so quick that you want more. Your phone trains you to constantly want new information, which makes it difficult to focus on important things for a long time. So, you could end up working for as little as a minute before you want something new, and you instinctively grab your smartphone. According to research, a goldfish can focus on one thing longer than a young person with a smartphone. They let you access any information you want, and this has ruined our concentration. How many times have you checked or wanted to check your phone already while watching this video? Hey, how do you think that makes me feel? Unappreciated. So just think about this. When you get distracted by your smartphone, you're just wasting time. The hours will pass and you'll have done almost nothing. Nada. Zippo. And because you feel bad about it, you go back to your phone to distract yourself some more. Do you want to be more productive? The solution's simple. Focus on one task, finish it, and move on to the next one. But also consider this. If you really try, you can get the same kind of satisfaction from work as you do from your smartphone. Try a dopamine diet. Don't touch your phone at all for at least a few hours. And don't go on social media on your computer or tablet. After a few minutes, sure, you'll be bored. But don't grab your smartphone. Start working instead. When your brain doesn't get its usual dose of dopamine, it'll do better with what it has – work. Your brain doesn't have a choice now. Any work is better than boredom. And after you've finished, you'll feel good. At this point, allow yourself to check your phone for a little bit. This is your reward. Then put your phone away and start working again. Soon, your brain will get used to receiving a reward only after doing some work, and this will make you actually want to work. Doesn't this sound like dog training? Exactly. Do something specific for a reward, and it works. But you can take things even further. When you've finished your work, open a book or learn a few foreign words instead of pulling out your phone. Of course, this is difficult to do, but you'll notice that your mood improves, the world becomes more interesting, and you'll feel that you can do anything. If you still can't stop wasting time on your phone, then do it gradually. Disable notifications from certain apps, then delete unwanted games and social media apps. Do this slowly over a month. Think of it as smartphone rehabilitation. You're going to the ranch with Dr. Phil. And when your desire to look at your phone weakens, go for a walk or to any place where there's no internet. You need 1 to 2 days of life without a smartphone to feel free. Of course, social media isn't always bad. It can help you connect with people and achieve great success. Are you an artist? Subscribe to the channel of a more famous artist to study and learn from them. Do you like music? Social media is your main distributor. A smartphone can become a really helpful assistant, but only if you can see where the line is between self-development and self-deception.